I don't know how we can do this service without I paying a strong tribute to a brother, a friend, Prophet TB Joshua. TB Joshua is a brother, a friend, forever cherished. It's very important I pay this tribute. I can't preach. I don't know how heavy my heart is for a moment like this. Prophet TB Joshua and I used to be on phone for 1 hour, 1:30 minutes, 50 minutes. We talk and talk and talk and talk. Prophet TB Joshua is not just a prophet, but it's a gift to the world, the body of Christ. I feel so very touched this morning because he took bullet for the prophetic ministry. He was highly criticized. People misunderstood that man, but I think he fought for some of us to have a clarity in the prophetic. The body of Christ has lost a general, a pillar. I knew him. He's a man of humility. He means what he says. He's a man of the spirit. He's a man who loved God with passion. He became a beacon of love to the needy, to the helpless, both Muslim and Christian. The Muslim community loved this brother of mine even more than the food and the faith. TB Joshua is a blessing to the body of Christ. In his words, when we were talking, he said, "Brother, there's nothing I'm afraid of anymore. I think I've done the work that God sent me." If you could remember, 2015, I had a vision. 2016, I had a vision of a great man of God that is going to pass. 2017, I had a vision. 2018, I had a vision. It might interest you to know that it was Prophet TB Joshua. I did communicate this vision to him. And in his words, he said, "Thank you, brother. If it is his wish to keep me, he will keep me. I will always take a bow to the sovereignty of God." People misunderstood the divine part of this great man of God. We've lost generals in the body of Christ who have gone to meet with the Lord. But TB Joshua own is an exceptional. For those who want to take sweep and say whatever they want to say with the two sides of their mouth, you will leave this world one day. You can say whatever you want to say. You will see the reflection of the impact of Prophet TB Joshua on the masses. He lived for the kingdom. He lived for the people. He lived his life to become a blessing to the less privileged. What will you be remembered for, you holiness preacher, who claim you are righteous than all? A general, a beacon of hope, an humble epitome, a man full of love. a peaceful man who lived quietly in his own corner. It pleases the Lord to call you home. We in our own, we just want to say, we love you. We'll be praying for the Squan ministry. We know one day we will meet at the feet of Christ, where there will be no such grief and pain. I am proud to have known Prophet TB Joshua, and I want to tell you, he is a great man. And this goes to all of us. No matter how great any man of God is on earth, when it pleases the Lord, he calls us home. What we say during our lifetime must be a food for thought for you throughout lifetime. When I saw last week for the first time that Prophet TB Joshua wishes himself happy birthday, I knew this is not how my friend does things. I knew something was up there in the spirit. From 2015, God spoke to me about this. Please, before we have a minute silence, let the media just play one of the clip, maybe 2017 or 2018.
In humility and respect to God and the entire body of Christ, Papa Joshua Iginla brings to you this prophecy just to show that God speaks and reveals his secret to his servants, the prophet. On the 31st of December 2016, God's servant Papa Joshua Iginla gave a word of prophecy concerning a great man of God, speaking specifically about his death. In his prophecy, he explains how God has been revealing for over 3 years to him the death of this great general. These were his exact words.
I keep repeating this prophecy for the past 3 years, and I'm still repeating it now, that there is an important top pastor, great man of God, that his candlelight has finished. There's nothing we can do about it. There is an home calling to glory. And I keep saying this. God showed me again, and God said I should re-echo it again for you. This is an important, sensitive minister in the trigger part of the gospel of Christ, which the candlelight has gone down, is living by extra grace, and I still see this same prophecy surfacing for 2017. I pray that God will share mercy and grace for him.
Papa Joshua Iginla repeated this prophecy again on the 31st of December 2017 during a crossover night service. In confirmation of the prophecy, on the 5th of June 2021, a great father of faith, a great general, a great servant of God, senior prophet TB Joshua passed on to glory.
We are going to, in honor, 1 minute, we will keep silence in honor of this patriarch of faith. Thank you. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace.
God is taking men of God home. Last time it was Papa Deboye's son. God is taking men of God home. Don't you see what is going on all over the world? And you think it's not a sign for you to keep your life together? And you are still thinking the way you think and talk the way you talk? Is it not a sign? Even the mighty of the mighty are taken by him. And you are not still humble to be afraid before him. You talk the way you talk, and you have not readjusted your life. Ogunile aye, koma seda to leweja, ti ore eje Jesu ni mo le fi yege.
Báwo ni wọ́n ṣe làjà, bàbá ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Báwo ni wọ́n ṣe làjà, bàbá tọ́ mi sọ́nà.
I fear this God. He will just stay and sit on his throne and just look at the earth and say, it's time. Angel, let's call that one home. It's time for him to come to meet me. His assignment is over. I don't care how they love him on earth. I'm calling him home to me. You can question me. Kabiosi, for you are God all by yourself. 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 He will just sit on the throne. When the man just finished building the house and is about to dedicate, he said, no, leave this house. I'm calling you home to myself. I fear him. When you are planning your own, it just come. The God that can break into any plan and timetable of any human being. You are preparing for election, is preparing to take you home. Sometimes we talk about the dead and not understand that God is trying to use the dead to speak to us. Ẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run bà mí. Ẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run bà mí o. Ohun tó bá ti pinnu lọ́kàn rẹ̀, kò sẹ́dá tó lè dá dúró. I wept today when I saw poor people, widows, people who have benefited from Prophet TB Joshua running down to Squan. How many people have died that way and are ministers of the gospel? Those of you who speak against Prophet TB Joshua, how many of you have died? Those so-called word-based preachers that people run down to the church and break into tears to talk about the good work and the life that you have taught. It's not about preaching Bible. It's about what you have done and the impact you have done. You can say whatever you want to say about him. But can I ask you, how many of your generals have died and poor masses run down to the doorpost crying even when they are not members, including Muslims? To be the light is not calling Jesus. To be the light is even when an unbeliever can testify that you are good. I'd rather be controversial before men and make heaven. Let me tell you a few things about Prophet T.B. Joshua. He lived all his life staying in the church, living in the church, staying without having a house anywhere in the church. In his word to me one day, we were talking. He said, God has given you grace to branch out. I don't have the grace. I don't want anybody and any spiritual son to make me miss heaven. I took my cue from him. When I saw sons behaving, I said, go with everything. Pack it and go.